Welcome back. We are on to track 8. This is Slide to the Side by Beaty Heart. Sean, this one came in from you. This was from Josh Mitchell as the lead singer. I couldn't find a birthday, so I have no idea.
Yes, it did come in from me. It actually came in from me basically yesterday. I had a different song in here from a favorite artist, and at the last minute, I decided I wanted to make a change, which is the first time I've done that in 30 episodes. I felt that tension before where I wanted to make a change, but I didn't. I thought, well, I've already sent in this song. I'm going to let it ride. But in this case, I think I learned a little bit more about some of the nature of that first song I picked, and the snake reference was kind of not very strong. And I decided to switch and go with this, which is, I think, a little more subtle. There's no direct snake references here, but I think that this notion of part of me is melting away, part of me never changes, is a lot like the snake shedding its skin, which I think is one of the most interesting parts about the snake as an animal, is how it leaves part of itself behind. And it really must do that in order to grow and to survive. So I think that there's something that's beautiful and artful that's about that. And I was really drawn to that as I was thinking about the year of the snake and how unique that is to an animal. And I wanted to tap into that. Like I said, it's not a direct reference, but it's something that I think stands out to me in the song. The musical landscape, I think, is also really nice. It's sparse. It's got these hand claps. It's got like these kind of staccato clipped vocalizations, and then this guitar bridge, and then it opens up to this kind of arena-like chorus with these wood blocks and all this sort of open singing. It's a lovely song, and I think that the kind of the essence of it, leaving some of yourself behind as you slide to the side, I kind of liked it, and so I wanted to share this Sidewinder song with you. Grant, nice. What do you and your keeled scales think?
Yeah, well, all interpretations welcome. It's Beaty Heart. I'm assuming Beaty Heart kind of is maybe the play on words. A band I've never heard. Sounds like a British band, I think, is the where they're from. I didn't see. Maybe they don't keep their birthdays public or where they're from, but
London band.
It's always fun to be introduced to somebody new that you don't know about, and I loved kind of the shuffle and kind of the clicky clacky kind of opening part of this too. The kind of winding Sidewinder part of it that I liked. I hadn't thought about that, like how a song can be like this. I feel like that vision is maybe something I'll go back and listen to with that vision in mind. I think that's always helpful. Like talking to 80 earlier, like after we talk about these songs, it's nice for the listener because they hear us talk about them and then they go get to experience the song. Part of me goes, man, I want to go back and listen to the song with that context and then experience it again. So this will be one that I go do after we're done talking about it to go kind of feel that. Interested to dig in a little bit more to Beaty Heart and what they do. So thanks for adding it.
Yeah, I agree. Fun Sidewinder story there, and I like that you changed it at the end and gave yourself permission to do that. A little bit of a snake in the grass moment to get this one jumped in there. I love the track. It's a fun track. I agree with you, Grant. Excited to learn a little bit more about Beaty Heart and get into it. This is from their 2016 album, Till the Tomb, and curious to track them down and see what's going on with the band. Anything? Do you know if they're still playing? Or are they still making music?
I don't know too much about them, to be honest. I wanted to say one last thing, though, which is that I think there's a Ted Lasso reference. I think this is actually where I heard the song first. I believe it's in episode 3. And at this point, Roy Keane is he's kind of an animal. He's, like this angry, grunting persona. And this is played, I think, in a scene where we meet Phoebe and he's at Phoebe's school. And so thinking about it, I think this is where you start to see Roy's softer side, a little bit like the underbelly of the snake, perhaps. So I think that's where I first heard the song and thought, wow, I really like the way that sounds. And I find that I kind of hummed this song a lot in my head across the last month as I'm doing my thing. And yeah, so I'm glad to put it in. Like I said, it may not be related to snakes in any way, but I'd love for the band to tell me what it's actually about. But for my interpretation, it's a little bit about, slide to the side as if, you're shedding the skin and you're starting anew. You're the snake.
Nice. Love it. Well, here's Slide to the Side by Beaty Heart off the 2016 Till the Tomb album.